Have you ever looked back at a financial decision and thought, why on earth did I do that? You're smart, you understand basic economics, yet sometimes your choices with money defy all logic. It's a universal human experience, and today, we're diving deep into the mind-blowing psychological reasons why even the sharpest people make shockingly dumb choices when it comes to their finances. Prepare to discover the hidden forces shaping your financial destiny. At the heart of our irrational money behavior lies a groundbreaking discovery by psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. Their revolutionary work, which earned Kahneman a Nobel Prize, completely shattered the long-held belief that humans are rational economic agents. They unveiled a fundamental truth. Our brains are not wired for purely logical financial decisions, leading to predictable and often costly errors. They called their revelation prospect theory, and its core insight is elegantly simple yet profoundly impactful. Prospect theory demonstrates that the emotional impact of a financial loss is far more potent than the pleasure derived from an equivalent gain. Our minds are disproportionately sensitive to losing something compared to gaining it, creating a powerful bias that skews our decision-making in myriad ways. Think about it this way. For most people, the pain of losing just $100 is psychologically twice as powerful, twice as agonizing as the pleasure and excitement of finding or earning that same $100. This isn't just a minor preference. It's a deeply ingrained cognitive asymmetry that makes us inherently risk-averse when it comes to potential losses, often at the expense of potential gains. This asymmetry explains so much of our behavior. Why do people cling to losing investments far too long, hoping they'll just break even? Why do we sometimes pass on incredible opportunities if they carry even a small risk of loss? It's not a lack of intelligence. It's our primal brain's attempt to protect us from the potent sting of losing what we already perceive as ours, even when logic dictates otherwise. The implications of prospect theory stretch far beyond individual investments. It influences everything from how companies frame pricing, focusing on what you gain by buying or what you lose by not buying, to how governments design public policy. Understanding this fundamental bias is the first step towards recognizing and mitigating its powerful grip on your own financial choices and well-being. Our irrationality doesn't stop with loss aversion. Another brilliant mind, Nobel laureate Richard Thaler, unveiled yet another fascinating bias known as the endowment effect. This psychological quirk demonstrates that we tend to value things we own significantly more than identical items we don't own, simply because they are ours. Possession, it turns out, is 9/10 of perceived value. Thaler famously illustrated this with a simple experiment involving coffee mugs. Participants were given a mug and then asked how much they would sell it for. The fascinating finding was that they typically demanded 2 to 3 times its market price to part with it, far more than another group was willing to pay to buy the exact same mug. Simply owning it made it feel more valuable. Think about your own belongings. That old car you're trying to sell, maybe it's got some dents and high mileage, but you still see it as worth more than any used car dealer offers. Or the vintage guitar you've owned for years. Even if it just gathers dust, the idea of selling it for its market value feels like a personal loss, even if you rarely use it. But the ways our brains play tricks with money extend even further. Thaler also explored mental accounting, which reveals that we don't treat all dollars equally. We mentally categorize and label money based on its source or intended use, even though from a purely economic standpoint, all dollars are fundamentally identical and interchangeable. For example, research shows that people often spend tax refund dollars much more freely and impulsively than salary dollars. A tax refund feels like found money, almost a bonus, so we might splurge on a new gadget or a vacation without much thought. But those same dollars, if they were part of our regular paycheck, would be budgeted and spent far more cautiously. It's the same money, but our brains categorize it differently. While biases like loss aversion and the endowment effect are universal, the subtle ways they manifest in our lives are deeply personal, often stemming from our earliest experiences. This brings us to the fascinating work of Brad Klontz, who uncovered the profound impact of money scripts, unconscious beliefs about money formed during childhood, on our adult financial behaviors. Klontz's research is nothing short of startling. He found that these deeply ingrained, often unspoken, beliefs predict our financial behaviors with incredible accuracy. These aren't just passing thoughts. They're the invisible programming running in the background of our minds, dictating how we earn, save, spend, and invest, often without our conscious awareness or approval. Consider one powerful example. Children who frequently heard phrases like, "money is the root of all evil," or "rich people are greedy," grew up to earn significantly less as adults. This unconscious script linked wealth with negativity, subconsciously sabotaging their financial potential, not because they lacked skill or opportunity, but because their internal narrative worked against them. Other common money scripts include, "money will make me happy and solve all my problems," leading to overspending and accumulation of debt in a futile pursuit of fulfillment. Or, "I don't deserve money," which can manifest as self-sabotage, like turning down promotions or opportunities for growth. Some believe money is fleeting, leading to reckless spending as if it won't last. These scripts aren't just personal quirks. They are powerful, invisible forces that dictate our financial actions and reactions. They are formed from observing our parents, hearing their discussions, and even experiencing financial hardship or abundance. Until we bring these scripts into the light, they will continue to run on autopilot, silently sabotaging our best intentions and rational efforts. So, what can we do with this mind-blowing knowledge? The good news is that understanding these psychological biases is the first, most crucial step towards overcoming them. You can absolutely rewire your brain and make smarter financial choices, transforming your relationship with money from one of unconscious reaction to conscious control. To counter loss aversion, try reframing your perspective. Instead of focusing on the pain of a potential loss, consider the opportunity cost of not taking action. View market fluctuations not as immediate losses, but as temporary changes. Adopt a long-term mindset, seeing small, short-term dips as part of a larger, upward trajectory. This helps you override that primal fear response. To conquer the endowment effect, practice objective valuation. Before selling something you own, imagine you don't own it and you're buying it for the first time. What would you genuinely pay? Or get an objective third-party opinion. This simple thought experiment helps detach your emotional connection and allows for a more rational assessment of market value. Breaking free from mental accounting requires treating all your money as fungible. Whether it's a tax refund, a bonus, or your regular salary, it's all just money. Instead of spending that refund impulsively, direct it towards your long-term financial goals, like paying down debt or boosting your savings. Integrate found money into your overall financial strategy, rather than seeing it as plain money. Finally, confronting your money scripts is essential. Take time to reflect. What did you hear about money growing up? How did your parents handle it? Identify your unconscious beliefs. Once identified, challenge them. Are they truly serving you? You have the power to consciously rewrite your financial narrative, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support your financial goals. The psychology of money reveals that we are not perfectly rational beings, but wonderfully complex ones, driven by deep-seated emotions and subconscious biases. By understanding these fascinating aspects of human behavior, you gain immense power to make more informed, deliberate, and ultimately smarter financial choices. Your brain is not destined to make dumb money choices. It's simply waiting for you to understand its quirks. Take control of your financial destiny.